Was riding a horse with a friend. The horse got spooked and I was thrown and landed in the sand there face down, and I was paralyzed from the neck down at the moment of impact.
Our next guest has always loved horses and has been riding since the age of 8. But one fall 4 years ago changed her life forever. She faced neck-down paralysis and the fear of never walking again. But with the help of a team of doctors and therapists, cutting-edge medical technology, and a lot of hard work, Jen Kelly has made an unbelievable recovery. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, I watched you walk right over here and into that chair. So we know how the story progressed. But let's go back to the fall. You fall off this horse. You said it was an unscheduled dismount.
Indeed.
And you learned that you have the spinal injury. What was going through your mind when you heard that news?
You know, I wasn't really sure what to expect. Until that part of my life, had really not had any experience with spinal cord injuries or known anyone who had suffered one. So I wasn't really sure what to expect. I mean, my main concern at that time was, would I walk again? Would I be able to walk? Would I be able to regain mobility and function of my limbs? And so that was really my main concern.
Did you have feeling at all?
I did. So I did have sensation. So the two components are sensation and motor. So I did retain sensation and some of my motor, but that is the piece that really needed to be rehabbed.
And what did doctors tell you initially?
Initially, the doctor said they didn't know if I would be able to walk again. So after a spinal cord injury, your spinal cord swells. And when the swelling goes down, that's when the doctors and the neurosurgeon can evaluate whether or not you'd be able to potentially walk again.
Yeah. What does the rehab look like, and what process did you go through?
The rehab really starts slow. In the beginning, it's as simple as maybe even doing what I'm doing right now, which is just being able to sit up independently, using muscles, using nerves in your body that have to kind of find out what their new normal is.
Yeah.
And so the rehab starts slow, and then if you're able, the rehab folks get you on your feet, and they have you start to build that muscle back up again, and to be able to use your limbs and your core and gain strength and retrain your legs and feet how to move forward to walk.
Wow, all that equipment and all that PT. And that's clearly, it was during the pandemic you went through all that.
It was, and so that was actually a little bit harder because there was a quarantine in place. It was difficult for visitors because unfortunately with the protocols in place, visitation was a challenge, and so it kind of added an extra layer of challenge onto an already challenging situation.
And we were talking about your mental process throughout this. I can only imagine how debilitating mentally it would be to get up day after day and try to make these small milestones of improvement. What was it like for you mentally going through all that?
It was challenging, I'll be honest. There are days where the struggle is real. But I also think that, as you mentioned, there's a lot of small moments, milestones, and I called them my yay moments. Yeah. And you know what? They were sometimes as simple as opening a bottle of water, holding a sandwich, holding a toothbrush. Those were things that felt like life-changing.
And it gives you perspective, like unlike anything else.
Indeed, it sure does.
Now, I already know the answer to this question, but did you get back up on the horse, and have you ridden since your injury?
I have. Yep, I actually was blessed to be able to participate in some therapeutic riding. And so, you know, for a situation like this, there was really some fear involved with the activity again, of course. There's some trauma and some fear, but I was able to literally get back up on the horse, do a little bit of riding, and yeah, it felt amazing. It felt like my efforts had come full circle.
What would you like people to know about your experience?
I think it's important to show yourself grace on these journeys. I think it's important to count on your community. I call them my care village, of healthcare folks, of family, friends, even people you don't know who will support you. And so it's really important to be a good steward of their care and their support.
Yeah.
And just there are many blessings along the way. You might not feel like it, but there are tools and people and resources out there to help you every step of the way.
The skies are clear.
Oh.
Hey, thank you so much for coming, Jen. We appreciate your inspiring story. And for you at home, for more information about spinal cord injury, therapy, and treatment at Courage Kenny, you can visit Allina Health's website. We have a link for you on KARE11.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up.